Hi, I'm Pauline Connolly, and I'm here at Molyneaux Tile Carpet Wood, and I'm talking to Jim Tasillo with Fierst Distributing. And Jim, we've been talking about natural products, stones and travertines, and how important it is to have these properly installed so that you have a floor that's going to last a long time. And what are the are there any special considerations that we should think about when you're talking about installing a stone floor?
There are a few.
Okay.
Two of the most important are that if you're working with any natural stone that's light in color, you want to use a white mortar or thin set to install it. Because stones are porous, we've talked about how porous they are and they need to have a sealer on them. So they're also porous from the back. So a gray thin set is possible that the gray thin set could stain the stone. So if you have a light color stone. So we want to use white thin sets or mortars underneath any light color stone.
Okay.
Okay? Secondly, the Dietrich system that Schluter has, which is a uncoupling membrane that Molyneaux uses, is ideal for installing natural stone. And you would use this in an existing residential situation. You'd add a layer of subfloor and then use the Dietrich and install the stone, just like you'd install tile.
Okay, you mentioned this Dietrich. What is this a layer of? It's a layer that goes on top of the whole floor, and then you put mortar on top of this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, this goes down over the whole floor, and it's made to keep any cracks from coming up through your tile or stone in this case. And it's actually a membrane, a crack isolation membrane.
Okay, so it gives an extra cushioning to the floor?
It's not so much a cushioning.
Okay.
It's keeping the tile from cracking. So any subfloor movement, if you have two pieces of plywood and they move a little bit this way or this way, okay, this is riding over top of it, and it keeps that movement from coming up through your stone and creating a crack.
Okay.
So it kind of helps with the stresses. And if you have a properly installed product, you know, most customers, they're investing a lot of money in natural stone, in the product itself, and the last thing they would want to do would be to have it improperly installed, so they would have to do it again.
Right.
So you don't really want to economize, you really want to do it right.
Okay, so in order to do it right, on top of the existing floor, you would put another layer, I guess you're calling that a subfloor?
A subfloor. You could use another layer of plywood or OSB plywood.
And then this product. Is there any situations, and then the stone, of course, is there any situations where you need to remove the existing floor before you put the new floor down?
Well, if you had something, and again, I'd leave that to your professional at Molyneaux, but you know, something obvious would be a laminate floor. Okay. It's floating, it's not attached, so you don't want to put a natural stone over something like that. Okay. So you definitely want to take that out. If it was a very heavily cushioned vinyl, not a normal vinyl, but a very heavily cushioned one, you'd want to take that out. Anything that would create movement. Okay, so you really want a very stable base, so there's no movement, so there's no danger of cracking. Absolutely, right. And that would apply to, we're talking about wood floors, like a wood floor, which is very typical for this part of the country. But you may be installing stone over top of a concrete floor. Okay. And that is a situation where you obviously don't have to add plywood to it or another layer of subfloor. Right. It would be very good to use the Dietrich over that because, again, you're going to keep any cracks in the concrete from telegraphing up through the stone. Right. So it'd be good to use the Dietrich in that situation, too. Okay. Okay? Thank you.